almost, well, I don't envy that, but I find that the ability to relate to people, the ability to do that is like a really special gift. And I think a lot of people in this country are suffering, have that special gift of understanding what other people are going through and maybe more likely to act and if they can, but it seems like most people can't because they're focused on their own survival.
So, in conversations, I've found that just the base question of, are you willing, would you be willing to make do with less if it meant others could, have a better life? Is the entry question before you get to the more important. And what would you actually do to make that happen? I think it's a very interesting conversational question.
Mm-hmm. What I'm very struck with tonight is that, how they say, many people, myself included, if we eat meat, it's because we are so disconnected from like the actual production of food, and until like we start growing our own food, then we can get back in touch with food. But I think in this country we have so little firsthand knowledge of people who are living of a different lifestyle than ourselves. I mean, I'm struck by the fact that the only way I can figure out if I'm using too much is to go on the computer and like calculate my carbon footprint or my ecological footprint, and I can get a number that tells me if I'm too much. But I can't just like walk out the door, just like until I start chopping chickens' heads off, I can't really get in touch with what it means to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. Where am I supposed to go, walk out my door, and actually meet this person that I'm supposed to be like using less of so they can use more of? We're just so out of touch with people that aren't like ourselves, and I'm not really sure how we would actually get to that point. So it's like it becomes this philosophical thing. It's not based on any real life experience, unless you've like gone in the Peace Corps or something like that, where you've actually lived your life in a different part of the world. So
just go to Prince George's County. I'm sorry, really.
Yeah.
Or teach in a public school.
Yeah, I taught in a public school that was on the dividing line between Montgomery County and Prince George's County. And there were people there that didn't have enough to eat, I mean, come on.
I teach in Fairfax County at a school where 50%
So
or more of the children are on free breakfast and lunch or 40 cents because they don't have enough to eat.
Okay, so both of
So
you are
it's
teachers,
right
so you
here.
have that.
It's not somewhere else. It's right there.
It's
Yeah,
right
I've
here,
heard that.
definitely.
I've heard that 44% of the elementary students in Montgomery County qualify for free breakfast at school.
My opinion
That's
is,
an astounding statistic.
choosing a simpler lifestyle is not the answer to these questions, but it's political reform. So you have a more just system that can distribute these
See, for
more
me,
equitably.
the system won't do it. I mean, I've been looking at the system for 250 years and how it's designed.
Well,
and
we
for
have
me,
to change it.
well, for me, by me living more simply, then I know the directions that I just live as simply as I can, and I don't worry about
But if
all
you
the
don't
other
reform
stuff.
the system, you're just one person, you're going to have zero impact.
Yeah, I
You'll be lost